Hello, hello. Welcome back. This is part two of creating API for. All right. Let's see if we can get straight into it. So, actually, we don't need this yet. Open up the editor. Let's see what I did yesterday, and let's continue. So, last time I was formatting some data. I was scraping this so I can scrape another website, which I think was this one. Okay. So now I have a mapping of names to their ID. I can finally start actually making this JSON file, right? But I need to start by scraping. So we're going to see what we're going to see. Let's pull up that website real quick and see what's in here. Get a better visualization. All right, so let's get going. So let's see. So let's just start by scraping the easiest thing, right? And that should be probably something like this. It looks like it's class text 3XL. I don't know if that exists anywhere else. In fact, it probably does. So this isn't very unique, I would say. But for now, let's see how this will work. So if I go to PyCharm, right, and I look for a class with name, there is a chance that something will pop up. So let's take a look at what we get from this. So let's see. Okay, so let me actually make this headless. I don't want this to pop up every 2 seconds. We got one item from it. And let's take a look at what this typing is. So that I don't have to guess what this is. I'm assuming it's a list of something. Right, I'm typing list. I know it's a list of something. Yeah, so it's just a list. And let's take a look at the first item. No, no, it's a list. That's a list of class. Okay. So let's take a look at how we will do this. So helium.s. That is what this is a list of. So let's take a look at what's possibly in here. Right. It looks like we have some data. But let's do this again. Okay, so it just gives you this, which isn't very helpful. Right? We want to know what's the children. I wonder if we can see that. What element? It's possible. I do want to know what this typing is, right? So I'll probably need to print the type of this as well. Right. Okay. That didn't tell me anything. It's supposed to give me this selenium element, but it looks like it gave me something else. And it looks like it's a whatever this is. So let me take a look. If this actually exists. But we can import web element. And now let's see what's in this web element. So let's take a look. We can get text. There we go. Now we have the name. Oh, and it seems like there is an ID right here. So I guess it didn't really need to map this in the first place. But at least we have a list of names now, which is pretty cool. So now that we have this, right, we have the data. We have at least the first name. And now we wanna get everything else. So let's take a look at what everything else we need. We will definitely want let's just go see what's in our list of pals. Or JSON. So we have the name. We also want the description. I'm thinking of how I wanna scrape this, right? Because I don't want to look like a mess, like a sketchy code looking thing. So I definitely need a way to organize this code right now. Okay. So we could make a class, right? And this class will help us get all our data that we're looking for. So let's try to do that. So we want a PAL scraper, right? Yeah. I think that's what we want. Because we need a way to get scraping data for, okay, let me do this. So we want a class called PAL scraper, right? And this is just gonna scrape one PAL. At least that's how I'm thinking of doing this. It's going to probably want an URL for this. Okay. Trying to think how I want to make this work. Right. Because I guess what we want is a way to scrape a one PAL. And trying to think how I want to do this object-oriented way. So, we can definitely have a function that will scrape. Okay, I got this. We can have a init function first. Let's get that. And we're just gonna say, because this is gonna be for a specific website, so we're not gonna give it too much configurability, right? We're gonna have the base URL, which is this. Okay. So this is base URL. Now that I have our base URL, we want to first starting. So what we want to do is we want to import Helium. And we want to start, we don't actually, we can start Chrome and not need a URL, right? So we're just gonna go to the place that we need to go to. And then we want to scrape a PAL. So dot scrape PAL. I guess PAL scraper isn't the best name, but let's call it dot scrape. And a scrape that we want is we want the, do we want ID or username, right? I mean, ID should be both fine. But I think it might be easier to scrape by name. So we're gonna scrape by name. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna create some helper functions here. And the first one is going to be getting, yeah, it should be getting the name, right? So let's get some helper functions here. So first we want to do is get PAL name. And what it's going to do, well, first of all, we do want to do something like this. Scrape. So I want to do helium dot go to a URL. It's going to be base URL. And we want to do something like this. So actually, yeah, that should be fine. And it's going to be whatever name we put it in. Okay, then we want to get the PAL name. And we already have this function right here. So we are going to get this over here. And we're going to copy some stuff here. Okay, this is more structured, hopefully. Now get rid of this and probably this too. And probably all of this, actually. There we go. So we have the PAL scraper. And we have this. So to get the pound name, we will find this text, get the element, and return. Oh, we do want to get rid of the numbering, don't we? But we can also incorporate the numbering into our data. So because this is right here and this is right here, we can create a regular expression that should parse me this number, right? So let's take a look on how I would do that. So let's regular expression. And what we want to do is we want a name. This could probably be anything. And then we want a space, I assume. And we don't know how much space that's going to be, so we're going to do something like that. And then I think it's going to be number. Problem is, what if there's a space in the name? So that's going to be a problem, right? If we take a look, oh, we might want to worry about that later. So right now, we're just going to assume that this is going to work. So yeah. And then we want a number. So this is our regular expression. So we have this, and we don't really need this to be in the capture. That can go away. Oh, and I guess what numbers, right? So numbers can have letters in them too. So we're gonna do something like this. That should work now. And I don't actually know how much there is of a letter. I think there's only one letter to be max, so we're gonna keep this. Let's keep this actually. And now we're gonna have a regular expression. So for read, and then we do read dot. There's a few functions. I can't remember which one is which, right? Which is, let me just search up the documentation, because that will be pretty helpful. All right, whatever. So let's take a look. Python, okay. And let's see. So we have search. Okay, I get it. So search returns a match object. So match isn't really a function that you would use, I assume. It's search that's the right function that we use. Okay. So is this only returning one instance of a match? I think that's what it is. So we want to do search, and we want to put in this pattern that we just made, and it's going to be raw string, and we want a string, right? And this string is going to be we already discussed this, right? Elements. No, I don't. Okay, there you go. Element dot two text, right? So that's what we're gonna get, and that's we want to match something. I think we're supposed to return a match. That's what it says, if I remember. Yeah, a match, which I don't know where this is from. From read dot. Is it just a? I guess I don't need a. Yeah, this would be fine. So match.group. So if I'm right, I can get the group and we want the second group. I'm hoping that's what it's meaning, right? So let's see what it returns. And hopefully I need to initialize this into my file. So we're gonna do from Pal Scraper import Pal Scraper. And I do realize that this naming is terrible. We should refactor this. And we should also underscore. This is Python. There we go. So make a instance. Scraper is equal to scraper. And we want to do Pal Scraper dot scrape. Want to scrape, let's just find our socks. And let's see what it pops up. Okay, so we are definitely getting a problem here. Out of range, unfortunately, somehow. Let's look at the error. Because I'm not 100% sure why it's dying right here. Unless what's saying it's that it didn't find anything. That could be the thing. So let's get back to here. And let's make this head list false so that we can see where it's going. Yeah, that was our problem. So it didn't go to the right URL. So let's find out what the actual URL looks like. So I definitely messed that up. So Pal World Dex. Oh, okay. I'm not sure if you catch that, but there is a slash at the end. Not sure if that actually matters. It could, in fact, matter. So we're gonna have to see that that is true or not. Oh, and also, I just realized it's lowercase. So that's probably the actual reason. So let me check that out one more time. So now it's actually going to the website. Yeah, that's what it gives me. Okay, so that gives me the number. So I'm definitely doing it right. All right, that's cool. So let's go back and turn this to headless equals false or true. With that seconds, that's not fun. All right, so we have the pal name is going to be get pal name. So pal name equal to this. And this is actually going to return 1. However, we can also get the data, the name here. So I'm banking on whether I want to use this or whether I want to use the wiki. And in my opinion, I think the wiki might be not the wiki. Yeah, I think it might be better to use. So I know this is a bad idea. We could do get pal name and ID, but that would defeat the object oriented, only do one thing type of function thing. So this isn't super good. I could split it super slow, so I can't, yeah. I'm trying to think. Right. Because we can get both pal name, but it's not a good. You know what? Get pal name and ID. This is a terrible idea, but because you genuinely don't want to do something like this, because it's doing two things rather than one. But since it's tied together, we might as well just do that. So let's say get ID and pal name. How about that? Get pal name. Uh, get name. Get ID and name. That might be easier. Get ID and name. So we can get ID and get name. There we go. So now what happens is we'll get the ID and the name. We can now split this to be pal ID and this. This isn't super pretty. There's another way to do this. I probably would. But let's just move on. So let's also return. I think ID should be string, so that should be fine. Let's see if it knows that we're getting two strings. Yeah, okay, we're good. So let's move on next. We want description. Hey, the description, right? So let's take a look. The Pokédex entry. It's right here. So how is this formatted? So it looks like it has these traits. But okay. Yeah. So I think that should be fine. It's right below this, right? Yeah, that looks pretty cool. So let's get this. You are going to want to do another query. Get get description. I think get description is not a good name compared to something like get pal entry or Pokédex entry, but it's whatever for now. Yeah, we could change this to entry, right? And that should also make more sense because if you think about Pokemon, that's how they call it. They call it Pokedex, the Pokedex entry. So Paldex entry instead of Paldex description doesn't really make sense all that much. So we're gonna do that. And it's gonna be similar to this. So let's just copy these two. Because this is pretty similar. And we don't need a regular expression though. Of course, there is an error that could happen here, which is if there's nothing that is found, right? It's all right, but that should be fine. Should be fine. But yeah, this definitely result in null. So I just hope that doesn't. Not the best idea, but all right. So now we have this, and we just want to return element dot text. Text. We don't want to do that. There we go. And what we want to do is we want to copy this, and yeah. So I think these are all class names. I don't know if this works. Like I think it does. I don't know if it can handle multiple. It might be able to handle multiple ID class names. So let me just do this. So entry equals we want to print entry. So now let's see what we get from here when we run this. Yeah, this is pretty slow. Connected to internet, all that stuff. Okay, so yeah, I did not find what I wanted to find. It doesn't handle multiple class names that well, which I really wish it did. Let me just see. There is this, that's for Selenium. I don't think Helium has something like that. This is the downside of Helium. Yeah, it looks like it doesn't do what I think it does. Yeah, it doesn't give you multiple class names. So I wish it did. Other function. It's sad, but I don't know how I should deal with this since it doesn't search for multiple class names. And if you, I guess the person who's, I guess, like, this kind of looks like it's made in Tailwind, which is why there's a bunch of these names and there's no actual real class name, which is a bummer. Because there's no way to uniquely identify this in one step. I might have to do some really weird things, which I don't want to. I'm trying to think what I should do with this situation. since it's not gonna work like this. Let's see if there's any other way to do this. There is a find all function. That's not. See, you can do something like that, but you can't do multiple class names. Unless I'm just doing it wrong. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, maybe there's no actual space in here. What if it's just like this? It may be. So let me see if that could work. Okay, so that was the thing. There's no spaces. I guess I learn something new every day. So now we have this. Let's make sure that I actually got all of the text. Yeah, I did. So we can just return this instead of printing it. Yeah, okay. So now we have the entry. So now what else do we need? Let's take a look. Types. This is gonna be fun. Let's take a look at types. So we should multiple types. Otherwise, be able to cover that situation. So let's look at multiple typing. Who has multiple types in Palworld? I don't 100% know. So let's just guess and check. Because who doesn't like to guess and check, right? Let's see. Dire Howl. I think Dire Howl has multiple types. Nah, I'm stupid. He does not. What's up? Who else? Who else? I don't know. None of these names, honestly. To Dinosaur.上课。Okay, this guy has multiple names. Okay, so we can do this. So this element and this element. So we can just start from this. Hello? Okay. I don't know what happened, but my mic kind of died. So let me set this up again. Okay, I think my mic is working now. So let me get back to this. That was my bad. So let's get this working again. So, okay, we got this, and we want to see what this prints out, because I want to get the chill games. What's going on? Okay. So, let's take a look again. It might be possible that, whoops, that different pages might have like the same elements. So, okay, I guess that's not the case here. It is just dying at get types, which is cool. So let's find out why. Right. This is the correct. Let's see. Flex. Okay, I just missed a dot here. So let's try that again. Okay. So if we're looking at this, we got something. Well, let's see what we can do from here. We have text, which I don't think is what we're looking for, but we should definitely. Yo, okay, we got Leaf and Dragon. So I guess I didn't have to do too much with this. And let's see. I think this we might want to. No, I think it's good. It's good. We can just return. So we want to like return a list, right? And we definitely want to split it by something. Because right now it looks like these are on two new lines. So let's try to print this, but in a list. We want to do something like let's see if that works. Oh, we're not going for a jump. We're gonna split. So we want to do element text dot split, and I think we're splitting by new lines. Or I'm not 100% sure. So let's see how we can get this to work. And okay, we got it. So now we can just return this. Right, and just to make sure that it is working with one typing, we're gonna use our socks again. And let's see if that works. Oh, I don't have it printing, so I don't even know what it's doing. So great. So now we have please work. I mean, they didn't crash that time, but you know, I still needed to put it into a list. Okay, okay. There we go, there we go. So now we have types, right? Okay, now what we need is, let's take a look at next thing, drops. Okay, okay. That might be a little bit difficult. So let's start with something easier. Never mind, these are all pretty difficult. Now that I look at it. So we can just go straight to I don't think drops is that important. Let's go to works ability or stats. So I don't understand what these stats really mean. Right? Is this base stat? Is this the max stat? It doesn't say much. But I guess we'll keep it. So let's take a look at how we can get all these data. So let's see. Let's try to get this first and see what we can get from here. So let's just get right here and straight into it. All right. Okay. I do realize that all these have the exact same method of getting, like, these two lines are just everywhere. I could shorten this, but it's whatever. Whoops, that was an accident. Let's fix this stream, and hopefully we can find this element and print what it shows us. Let's take a look now. Okay. That's not good, because all I see was one thing, which is not all we're looking for here. We want more than just one stat, right? It says kindling, which is also really weird. So that means that there is more than one class with this type of thing, which is a bummer. But, look at this. This code looks pretty unique. I'm tired of Let me do this. Let me do this. Substitution. We just want to substitute white space here. Or so we want is do well, we want everything except white space though. So something like, okay, there we go. I understand you. What am I doing? I don't really know what I'm doing. All I have to do is do this. And just replace it with a period, not a period at the beginning. I don't know why I'm trying to make it super complex. Okay, so now we have this. So instead of looking for that, and trying to look over everything, we're gonna look for these individual elements. And this time we can just return, we'll just look for one result first. Because we know that it's gonna return a bunch of different things. Anyway, so let's take a look. Dang. Hey, yo, hey, yo, yo. Okay, okay. Look at that. This is pretty cool. So what we can do here is we can do something like this. Um, stats, right? And we're gonna do something like this. We want elements dot text for elements and results. Look at that. We can get rid of this, and we want to do this. We want to print stats. Hopefully, we can get everything from this. So let's take a look again. This is what we call incrementive programming, maybe coding, development, whatever. We're just slowly testing all our code. It might not be perfect though. It has no attributes. Huh. That is cool. Something. So object S has no attribute. So let's take a look at, that's not gonna work either, is it? Well, let's just see what happens for now, because it seems like this, I think I know why this is happening now. Let's stop that. I need to do something. We're actually not getting an element from here, right? We're getting an S, I think. Yeah, it's a. Okay, so what we need to do is S S and S dot element text. I don't like how this is looking, but we're just gonna have to stick with this. I wish this had better typing, but we're just gonna stick with it. But it should work. If it works, great. We can move on. If not, more testing. Just the life of a programmer. Oh yeah, look at that. We have that data. This is pretty cool, pretty cool. So now we have the stat. And that should be everything that's on that list. Yeah. Until we check. I think that's fine. Perfect. Next, we can look for suitability. Well, before that, we do want to put this into its own function so it doesn't get cluttered up. Get what? Stats. And we can just do this and return. And we can now do stats equals to self.get stats. Cool. Now we want to move on and you want to look for work suitability. How am I going to find that? It is right here. Let's take a look at where. Okay. Where's the actual text? That's what I'm looking for. Okay, is this the, okay, so this is the actual text, right? Yeah, but we also do want to get the level in here as well. So let's take a look. Okay, so this is, so we want this. So let's copy this, I'll put it in here, and copy this, and then go back to here, and we will put the class name in here, and we will take a look at the results. So it's probably faster if I do a search of this entire thing first, and then do a double search, right? Because if I do the other way, it's the same thing either way. Never mind. Let's just go for this. So now results. We want to do the same thing actually as the stats one, right? So let's do that. And we're gonna call this work suitabilities. And we're gonna print this. And let's take a look if that worked. We should probably get rid of this. I don't even need this. Okay. So it seems, let's try that. Right now I'm using RSox. Wait, is that the, yeah, so this one has multiple work suitabilities. That's why I'm testing that to see what it will show up. Okay, so what it seems like it's doing is that the ones that have level, the one that the workability that it actually has a level. Otherwise, if it doesn't have a level, it doesn't exist. We'll just keep that for now. I don't know how I want to format this, to be honest. I don't know if I should include all of these, or if I should only include the work suitability that it has, right? But this should be fine. Yeah, I think we should return all of it and just say like level 0 or something. But we'll think about that later when we work on the API. We just want to mine this data, right? So now we have that. We want to look at what we want next. And let's go back here. We want partner skill. I think partner skill is pretty important. So let's take a look at partner skill. Before we do that, let's go back to here and condense this down back to a function. let's do get work suitability. And we will just copy this over and return it. Get rid of this. Well, we can probably want this. And we want to do self.get workability. And yeah. Let's do the next one. So now we want is partner skill. And how do we get that? It is right here. Okay, so we need two things, the name and the description of it. And the way that I have it right now, it's partner skill, name, description. Yeah, that'd be fine. Okay. So let's take a look at how. Okay, let me take a quick break. I'll be right back with y'all. Okay, so be back in a bit. All right, on drinking some water. Okay, that spot. I'm back, guys. Let's get back right into it. What do we want? We want these two things. I want to see how I can. Let's try doing this first. Right. I mean, we could split these two. Let's just do this first, right? Let's see what we can get from here. All right. Uh-huh. All right. So now we have result. And we want to print results dot what element dot text. Right. I want to see what it gives us. If it's workable, we can use regular expression. If it's not, we're gonna have to do a. We're gonna want to do a query for both parts. Okay, looks like it's separated by new lines. I hope that's what it is. Yeah, that's what it looks like. So we can actually just regular expression this. We don't actually even need a regular. We can just return it using split. So that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna steal this. We're gonna return. Let me get this working first. So get partner skill. And we're gonna copy this down here. We're gonna return element dot text dot split. We're gonna return it, split it by a new line. And if we do that, we should get. Oh, hold up. Yeah, this will give us two things, right? Yeah. That should be fine. And for this, we're actually gonna split and then straight up turn it into a tuple so that we can spread this. Because I don't think you can. Let me try using a list to see if we can spread. So we want to do is self dot get partner skill, and we want is the skill name and the skill description. Maybe this works. I don't know if you can act like this. I think you can only do it with tuples, but you never know. So let me try that out. Come on. This is definitely getting slower because I'm packing a bunch of information here. Oh, okay. I think it's working. Yeah. We can do it like this. Okay. Guess you learn something new every single day. I already said that, but you know how things work in life. Uh. What's next? We want next is the drops. I think is this the last thing? I think that might be the last thing. So we want drops. How do I get the drops right? Let's just start with same thing again. Helium find all. And let's take a look at where this is at. We want drops. Here we go. You're only dropping one thing. We want multiple. So let's get a better example. Let's get a Paldex. Who wants to drop more than one thing? Okay, here we go. Got one person who wants to drop multiple things. How nice of you. How nice. Okay, so we want this. I wonder how I'm going to parse this. Let's just go straight into this. Yeah, let's look at that. You know, regex is such a lifesaver. So much time saving from that. You guys call it regex or regular expressions or regex? I don't know, man. We'll call it some weird things. I don't know how to pronounce. English is just weird in general. Alright, so we have this. And we're gonna have to see what it gives us. So let's take a look. And yeah. I could like comment all these out so it doesn't become as slow as this. But it's whatever. Hey, let's see. We have all the data from that. So I don't know how to format this. This is hard to format, to be honest. Pitch this into something more readable to our program. So I can return a dictionary, and that should work. So let me first get this going. And we're gonna do get drops. Do this. Okay. And we want, what do we want? We want drops, right? And it's probably gonna look something like this for S and web element, no, results. For S and results, we want S. Oh, it might be a double for loop here. So for S and that, for what do I call this? Element for text for drop. I just call it text. I guess. For text in s dot web element dot text. That makes no sense. I think I'm doing this super wrong. This is actually backwards. Nothing about it. For s and then for text, and we want to say we want to make a dictionary, and it's gonna have name or what do they call it actually? Drops. Oh, okay. So the way I'm having it do is like this. Drop name, drop chance, quantity. Drop should I just call it item name? It's whatever. This is pretty difficult to contain. Called item name, and we want to do okay, we actually want to do something like this dot splits by new line so that we can do this. And we get text. We get text 0. We want chance. Drop chance. Let's just not use underscore. I don't really care. Text 1. And we want quantity. I could could, I know I'm honestly just gonna leave it as a string. Cause I mean, I'm kind of lazy. So let's do something like this. And now we have drops. We can now return this. And what I should see is a list of dictionaries. Drops. And well, let's print the. And we do want to get preprint. So from preprint, so that we can see it in a more prettier way. Come on. Okay, that is not working intended. Definitely messed up some logics here. So let's see where I went wrong from here. Oh, so it says for S in result for text in S dot web element dot text dot split new line. Oh. Okay, I see the problem here. I'm being an idiot. We don't need a double for loop here. In fact, we should not do this. We should just use a regular loop. So for S and results, and say something like this, and we want to say tag. Right. Because we're not actually looping. Here's one drop, and we want to format it in a readable way. I don't know about you, but I like it like this. That's just my preference. And then we want to add it to drops. And drops is going to be a list. So drops dot append and drop. Let's take a look. This should hopefully work as intended, unlike last time. I'm not a beatboxer. No, dang it. And okay. Can I get the second one? Nah, I did not get the second. Oh no, this isn't the right person. This is Dinosum who only has one drop. I want to see this dude. Lisapung Ignis. Okay. Let's try that again. So we can get multiple dots working. Oh, look at that. Look at that. We got that working. Now we do have a slight problem here. You can see that the text is not doing so good. I guess what we should do is use regular expression. Ha ha ha. That's not fun. Regular expression isn't always the best way to do this, but it's just simplicity. It's more like complexity more than simplicity. I could, well, let's not try to do something stupid. Let's just use regular expression since it's pretty consistent. So let's put this in here, and what we want to do is not substitute, just match. And all we want is something like this. Oh yeah. Do we just go for numbers? Yeah, I think number should be fine. We don't need to give it a string. But we could give it a string. I don't know what format is better, but let's just deal with this first, because that's all we really need. So let's go back and copy this. Let's go back, and we will use regular expression. Do I have that on here? Yeah, we do. So this is going to be our drop chance pattern. And what we're going to do here is we're going to get this to be raw so you don't bug me out all the time. Drop chance pattern, and we don't want to do that. Let's do this pattern text 0, and we want to do dot group 1. And that should just give me this number. But okay, so next what we want is quantity. As you can see, quantity, I don't want that. We could use look ahead or look behind. That probably would have been easier, to be honest. Well, not easier, but more consistent. Anyway, let's just not worry about that. I don't really care. So let's get this here. And let's get going. So what we want here is, I forget what the look ahead syntax is. Look behind quantity this is also a space, and then we just want everything like that. I think this is how it works. I mean, it's picking it up, so yeah, that should be fine. So we're gonna want to capture this too. Is there's a space at the end? I kind of don't want a space though. It's whatever. We could just say space. Say that, and we want a space. I guess it didn't work the way I wanted it to. I want this to be lazy, don't we? I don't think I'm doing this right. This is not right. That's too complicated. I don't know what I'm trying to do. Let's just do this. And we will do pretty much the exact same thing. We've got search, quantity pattern. Like that. I don't think it's spelled quantity, right? Quantity. We dot search quantity pattern text group 1 and dot rows right strip, and that should work. To everybody does it. Yeah. Yeah. Come on. You got this. Oh. Item name. Oh. Why did I put this in item name? That's completely wrong. So let's try that again. Okay, okay. Look at that. Look at that. We got that going. So that works now. Is that all our data? I don't know about image. Image might come later. My scrape, check scrape image? Actually, I should, since somebody might want to see that. So scraping the image would be pretty useful. Do I want to keep the image, or should I like? Huh. I mean, since we're stealing from that dude, that website anyway, might as well just steal it. Okay, so I guess we just look for image and then the class, and then we go for this source, right? I think that makes sense. Okay. We want this. We want this. All right. So then we do results. Let's do result. No, let's do element. Let's just do. We want. Can I get the element source image? Right. attribute? Get attribute in, what is it? Is it source? Let's take a look if that's true or not. Oh, nothing happened. It didn't find it. I'm assuming that's what happened. Hmm. Not sure what should I do, but oh. Of course that always happens. I'm stupid. Let's try it again. That's not right, apparently. Find all is not working. That's our problem right now. It's not seeing this, which is a shame. We could remove this since I do think that this is not a valid name. I don't think this is a valid name, to be honest. So let's try removing that. What was it? SM1? Let's see if that works. If not, I'm not 100% sure. Oh, look at that. We got it. So now we have this information. So let's get image. Image. And we're just gonna copy and move this down here, and we want to return and now we can just do image source is equal to get image. Probably rename that to image source. Because that's what it really is standing for. Okay, now we have all our information, right? And we can now start forming this into a dictionary. So we will want to return, we want to have a something called typed dictionary. I think we should do typed dictionary or instead of that, we just do classes. I'm trying to think. What is the best way to have a type dictionary or type. So if I want to type this return value, this JSON or whatever, right? Let's look at our best. Let's take a look. Python typed dictionary or class dictionary. Hmm. JB nested JSON, which is my biggest gripe, right? I want nested dictionaries to work. And if it's not going to work, it's going to suck. I mean, I could nest them, and it wouldn't be too bad. You know what? I think we're just gonna nest types. That's probably the best bet. There's also a class version of this. I don't remember what it's called. But I'll just use type dictionary. So let's get this going here. So we have palette scraper and we want the dictionary. And to do that, let's see. It's gonna be, I want that to be hidden though, because I don't really wanna import a lot of stuff. Kind of want it hidden. You know what I'm saying? Well, let's for now try this nested class. This is probably a stupid idea. Type, let's do pal. What I want to do is get type dictionary here. So here's what we want, right? All right, so it's gonna have a name, an entry. It's going to have types. It should be a list of strings. Well, actually, do we want to be a list string? Yeah, never mind. That should be fine. Let's do stats. It's probably easier. And we're gonna need another class for that. Stat. Type dictionary. And there's a bunch of different stats. But we're just gonna pass for now. I think we'll do pal stat. And unfortunately, that doesn't let you do that. Uh-huh. I know it's because it's not created yet. PalScript isn't created yet, so I can't do that. This isn't a good idea in the first place. To move this out, well, that way we can do this. Statistics. What else do we need? We don't need this anymore. We need work suitability. Work suitabilities. Something like that. Can you put a string here, or is that? That's pretty illegal. Well, we'll just keep like this. I guess naming convention wise, we'll use Python's naming convention. Which means that I should probably change this as well. Just to make it consistent. A partner skill. Image. Drops. And yeah, I think that's it. Cool. Let's start with partner diction. This is one's easier. Partner skill, we have name. And we also have okay, that should be fine. Work suitability. It's gonna look like this. So we're gonna have something like kindling. And it's gonna be all integers. So first, let's take a look at all existing. There we go. Watering. Planting. Electricity. Handiwork. mining medicine. Definitely did not spell it right. I spelled it right. Transporting. What is it? Farming. Stats. What kind of stats do we have here? Stats. Well, before we do that, I want to check what. Okay, so let's do this. All right, we want PAL data. It's gonna be a PAL. Sorry. PAL data dot. No suggestions. Oh, it's already easily. Look at that. Oh yeah. Okay, this is what I was thinking. This is what I wanted. I'm actually running out of time here, so I will be ending the stream now. But before I do that, let me go check how long the stream has gone, so that I can record what I need to do later on, right? Okay, looks like it's been going on for about 1 hour and 50 minutes. So I will definitely be stopping the stream now. Alright guys, see you next time. We'll probably finish this up and hopefully have our data ready before we can create our server. Alright guys, bye bye.